The clothes you're wearing right now, the jeans that make you feel confident, the outfit that cost you money and effort, they were designed to be the uniform of slavery. Let me explain. West Africans knew something about indigo that changed the entire world. For generations, they cultivated a plant called Indigofera tinctoria. They understood how to extract the blue dye, how to ferment it, how to fix it to fabric so it wouldn't fade. This knowledge wasn't theoretical. It was spiritual. It was cultural. It was passed down through families, through generations, through centuries. Indigo cloth had value in Africa. It was currency. It was power. It was identity. Then came the slave trade. According to NPR's research on indigo, that cloth became so valuable that traders literally exchanged lengths of indigo cloth for human bodies. One bolt of cloth for one life. Indigo wasn't just a dye, it was called blue gold because enslaved West Africans who carried this knowledge to America made it the second largest cash crop after rice. More valuable than cotton, more profitable than tobacco. The entire colonial economy in the South was literally built on the stolen expertise of African people. But that's only part of the story. Enslavers needed to clothe the people they held in captivity as cheaply as possible. So they created something called Negro cloth, also known as slave cloth or plantation cloth. According to historical records, Negro cloth was a coarse, durable fabric made from cotton or blended threads. It was rough. Freed people later recalled it feeling like needles sticking one all the time. But it was cheap, and it was strong enough to withstand the physical demands of forced labor. Then someone had an idea. What if they dyed this coarse Negro cloth with the blue indigo that enslaved people had taught them to produce? The color was stunning. The combination was perfect. The fabric was durable. The dye was beautiful. And enslaved people were forced to wear it, forced to dye it, forced to sew it, forced to process every step of it. According to the PBS documentary Riveted, The History of Jeans, and research from Brown University historian Seth Rockman, enslaved Africans possessed invaluable expertise in every aspect, from growing indigo to processing it, to fixing it, to denim cloth. Here's what they don't teach in schools. Enslaved people wore these blue jeans. They wore them in the fields. They wore them because slaveholders forced them to wear them. They wore them so often that the entire garment became known by a racist term, Negro cloth. And when those enslaved people tried to escape, runaway slave advertisements documented in the Freedom on the Move database describe them in specific detail. Last seen wearing blue jeans pants, spotted in dark jeans clothes. History was writing itself, but we erased it. Fast forward to the 1870s. A Bavarian immigrant named Levi Strauss partnered with a tailor named Jacob Davis. Davis added 6 copper rivets to strengthen work pants at the stress points. That's all he did, 6 rivets. And suddenly Strauss gets the credit for inventing blue jeans. But the cultivation, the dyeing, the centuries of knowledge, the forced labor that made it all profitable, that gets erased. Meanwhile, a colonial governor's daughter named Eliza Lucas Pinckney gets textbooks written about her. She's described as the brilliant botanist who revolutionized indigo production. But according to the University of Texas History Department, researchers can trace the families of enslaved people who worked on Eliza's plantation, generations of people with generations of knowledge. Eliza's hands were never blue from indigo processing. She never grew the crop. She never processed it. The enslaved people did. They created generations of wealth for her family, and she got the credit. Today you put on blue jeans and feel like you're expressing yourself. Freedom, individuality, rebellion, American spirit. But the fabric you're wearing has roots in forced labor. The color comes from stolen knowledge. The entire industry was built on extracting value from black bodies while crediting white innovation. That's not history, that's erasure. Here's what I want you to understand. Every time you wear blue jeans, you're wearing something created by the hands of enslaved Africans. Their knowledge, their labor, their innovation, their skill, their culture. From the indigo fields of West Africa to the plantations of South Carolina to the mills that dyed the fabric, Black people built this, and the world wears it every single day without knowing whose shoulders it stands on. So think about that the next time you button up a pair of jeans. Think about who really invented it. Think about who should be remembered. Think about what we're still forgetting. And when you're ready to know more, when you're ready to demand that history tell the truth, like this, share this, and follow, because there are stories they're counting on you never discovering.